When we speak of Africa and its wildlife, we aren't talking about two different worlds living apart. In Africa, wildlife has always been the ink in our pens. It is the story that defines us and makes our world unique. We were intended to be one with nature, a single heartbeat. But as generations come and go, so does the reality we take for granted. We know the stories of the dodo and the saber-toothed tiger, creatures that once walked the earth but now only exist in our imagination. So we have to ask ourselves, what do we see today that might be a myth tomorrow? And more importantly, what will we do to stop that from happening?
Hi, my name is Yande and I want to tell about my favorite animal. My favorite animal is a dog because when you go to sleep at night, it's awake and it protects you from thieves. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chengelo Yamba and I want to tell you my favorite animal. My favorite animal is a dog. I like dogs because they run fast.
Hi, my name is Alicia and I'm going to tell my favorite animal. My favorite animal is a cat. I like the cats because they chase rats away.
Hi, my favorite animal is a rabbit. I like rabbits because they are so cute and they have long teeth.
Hi, my name is Kisu and my favorite animal is a dog. I like it because it protects you in the night and it's also so cute.
This is our journey into the wild, learning that our voices are the strongest tools we have to preserve what remains for those who come after us.
My name is Isuilo and my favorite animal is a puppy. I love puppies because they are so fun to play with and they are very cute. And when they grow up, they become big dogs to protect you in the night from any thieves that come.
Hi, my name is Indinawe and my favorite animal is a sheep. Why it's my favorite animal and how it's important? Well, it's important because it provides wool for our fleece blankets.
My name is Ashley and my favorite animal is a cow. Cows are important in life because they provide for us milk.
My name is Tionge Musimuku. My favorite animal is a cow. The importance why a cow should stay alive is because it provides milk for us. The leather of the cow can also be used to make leather boots, a jacket, and also it can also provide meat.
My name is Anaya. My favorite animal is a goat because it provides us milk and its fur can be used to make different clothing.
Hi, my name is Nkata Africa. My favorite animal is a dog. Why I like it is because it can help you when you're going to new places, when you're scared of people, or to prevent thieves from entering your house.
My name is Ashawala Nkata. My favorite animal is a crocodile. The crocodile can bite anything which wants to attack it.
Hi everyone, my name is David and I want to tell you my favorite animal is a dog. I like it because it protects us from the thief.
My name is Ubanji Changula Arya and my favorite animal is a cat. I like a cat because it is cute and the way it purrs is nice and it is also nice to snuggle with it. Its fur is soft.
My name is Ramion Dioy and my favorite animal is a tiger. Why I like it? Because it is so fast and it has black stripes.
Remember, we have two sets of animals. We've got the wild animal and we have the domesticated animal. Yes. So the dog lives in our houses. It's what? It's domestic. Then we've got the lions, the elephants, which live in the jungle. They are the what?
At first, learning about wildlife can feel like just another activity. But as we sit with the experts, the distinctions become clear. We begin to see that conservation isn't just about animals, it's about direction and understanding. Without the wild, we lose our compass. Every lesson is a seed planted, teaching us that the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we build with our own hands and words.
My name is Gideon Mumba, and I am a wildlife manager by profession and the season's climate change champion. And to add to the things I do, I am the executive director for a youth-led not-for-profit movement called Know Your Wildlife and the Environment Zambia. This is a movement of young people where we join hands and try to ensure that we advocate for environmental literacy and champion environmental stewardship amongst the Zambian community and the southern region at large. And basically, why we do what we do is simple, because we need to unpack conversation that deals in conservation of natural resources. We've known what wildlife is: animals that we can't keep at home, animals that you cannot domesticate, animals that cannot be kept by a single human being, but these are animals that are found in the wild, in the bush. We are also calling on young people, such as the children, to come on board, because they are the future leaders, they are the future decision makers, and issues of conservation, borders behind their shoulders, and it is imperative that we engage them in these noble and social concerned discussions.
A healthy environment equals to a healthy life.
If our young ones can be brought on board at the young age and learn about waste management, learn about climate change, learn about wildlife conservation, we are building on to the country's heritage site. Because as you all know, the 7th National Development Plan is gone. Now we are moving into the 8th National Development Plan, and one of the key pillars of these is mining, agriculture, and tourism. And our young ones have to be brought into the conversations of protecting our wildlife, because that is where our tourism, our sustainable tourism, lies on.
Today, I learned why trees and animals are important.
Trees are important because they support the rain cycle, and trees are also important because they give us fruits and food, and they also give us oxygen.
I learned that wildlife crime is basically the illegal poaching, hunting, and movement of animals and plants.
Trees are important because they support the water cycle and they give us oxygen.
Today we learned how trees help us in the environment. Trees help us in the environment. They provide for us fruits and they give us oxygen. Without trees, we wouldn't have been breathing right now. And trees give us shade. When it's really, really hot, you can go under a tree and you can get the shade you need. Like this one I'm under right now. I have shade.
If we don't have trees, we won't have guavas to eat. It's important for us to protect animals because there wouldn't be national parks and there wouldn't be touring and stuff.
The excitement of a bus ride is a universal joy for any child. But at the Lusaka National Park, excitement soon turned to sentiment. We came face to face with the youngest victims of our changing world, baby elephants who have become orphans, poachers, and sometimes the harshness of human-wildlife conflict can be cruel. Across Africa, we lose an elephant every 15 to 20 minutes. These calves now depend entirely on the protection of Game Rangers International. From the milk bottles that replace their mothers to the 24-hour grooming from their keepers, they are being held in a delicate balance. They are being healed so that one day they can return to the wild where they truly belong.
So conservation is a protection and the careful management of uh, wild animals as well as plants and the places, the homes on which these living species depend. So it is actually very important that we equip these young minds with the knowledge of conservation. So as they grow, they tend to have the conservationist mind and also make decisions that are eco-friendly and put it in perspective whenever they do things, because these wild animals and plants, they actually very important for our biodiversity, our heritage, and as well as the aesthetic value of it, because these animals and plants actually attract tourists from different parts of Zambia, from different parts of the world, and then they bring in income that we
Tomato.
and
What I learned is that elephants have 6 layers of teeth. When they lose their last teeth, they reach the age of 60 or 70 and they die.
I learned that wildlife is beautiful when there's animals. It wouldn't be that beautiful when it was just so silent and quiet without any natures, not even one single tweet of a bird.
What I learned about wildlife is that wild animals are non-domestic animals.
As we traveled deeper into the wild, we encountered a story that is even more fragile. In the entire city of Lusaka, there are only 2 white rhinos. They were brought here from Livingston to give them a final fighting chance to multiply and survive. In all of Zambia, only 10 remain. 10. It is a heavy thought to ponder. Why is it so easy for people to disregard and even kill something so rare? To look at a rhino today is to look at a species on the brink of becoming a myth.
Yes, welcome to Lusaka National Park, where we're keeping the white rhinos, the animals that you are seeing, that one of the most endangered mammals in the world. Okay, endangered in the sense that number one, there are very few, are almost going into extinct. They are almost finishing, very few. We have only 2 here, 10 in Livingston, Mosotunya National Park. They're highly sought for because the horn, is very expensive on the black market. People want, when they kill the rhino, they just want to get that horn. So there are very few. That's why they have been classified by the IUCN. There's a governing body world over that regulates the buying and selling of these animals. So because there are very few, they have been listed on the red list. That's why they are called the endangered animals. Okay, they are endangered. Very few in Zambia, very few in the world, and they're highly sought for. Everyone wants a rhino horn.
This journey has been a roller coaster of emotions. We have felt the joy of discovery, the pity of loss, and the spark of enlightenment. But most importantly, this experience has been a strong redirection. We didn't just see animals, we found our purpose.
We protect our wildlife by not killing animals.
You can save wildlife by reporting any suspicious activity and not eating illegal bushmeat from illegal sources.
We can protect animals by telling your parents, friends, or anyone who's trying to poach an animal. If you see anyone trying to poach an animal, please report them to the right authority.
We can protect wildlife by not cutting the trees, because trees support the rain cycle and they give us food and oxygen.
And what we learned about is there are only 2 white rhinos in Zambia. and we saw elephants and rhinos.
We can help animals by donating to organizations that deal with wildlife. Donations can be money, food, volunteering, and items.
I encourage children to take care of wildlife and be interested in wildlife.
Wildlife is a beautiful thing, but not wildlife. But we just need to help the earth when there's trash on it.
Wildlife is not just because it's important, it's because we also need to make the earth beautiful.
You can protect wildlife by giving animals food and water, and don't kill them. Animals have the right to live like people. Please help animals.
I learned about animals.
Samosa, apple and cake and burger.
Bakana kilo.